Musk is rolling out X payments. Does this mean XRP, XLM, or Doge? Well, let's see what happens in the latest updates. Max Keiser's throwing altcoins under the bus and throwing the United States under the bus. Someone's getting into a BTC strategic reserve. Who is it? Well, you're gonna find out. We'll talk price action along with let me clear my...
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
So right now, the crypto market's a little bit of sideways unless you're into hype. Well, hopefully you're not, because it was all pretty much hype. Now, before we get into the news, like Musk and his X payments app, oh baby, all the rumors are swirling around that. Your comments come first. Why? Because you, the viewer, matter most. Mr. Meme says, love the content. Let me clear my throat is DJ Cool, not the biz. Keep knocking your stuff out. That's right, my guy.
Let me clear my throat. Come on, let's go.
And Jerome could have cleared his throat a few times yesterday. There were a few questions that had that man clearing his throat, and there was no water anywhere near in sight. Released into the wind says, Ripple spent years pressing palms, networking, and building relationships. Now Charles wants to ride the coattails. I agree. That's why Charles is doing everything he can to say, oh, we're partnering with Ripple. No, you're not. You're just integrating some of XRP products into your shit. It's gross. Charles is disgusting. Tricky McNichol channel member, thank you for your support, kind sir. Says, good morning, folks. Scooped up a plate of XRP yet again. This shit ever takes off, I'm setting up a WebEx meeting just to tell my boss he sucks balls. Let me give you a little bit of advice. Make sure the bank account and everything clears. Make sure you're good to go for a few days after. Then, when you do tell your boss to suck balls, make sure you do it very eloquently. Excuse me, kind sir, you may sucketh my balls, balls, balls. Make sure you say it 3 times in case it's the safe word. Bitcoin sitting at 104,095, ETH is 24.95, XRP at 216. Well, guess what, everyone? XLM is under a quarter. Is XLM at under a quarter in your stacking range? Let me know why. Because we're going to talk about Musk and X payments. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Yeah, we got payments coming. Musk is trying to make X the app for everything. Yeah, I got a cool update for you. But first, we got to go into this fucking dickhole right here. Kaiser says only Bitcoin matters. Oh, God. We got another sailor out there, everyone. Slams U.S. politicians over involvement in shitcoins. Oh, jeez. All right. Bitcoin Maxi warned that prioritizing quick profits through coins trades human lives for short-term gain. However, it meant unclear if he meant literally or if the second image was merely a metaphor. Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. You have to see this because this is an... Okay, look. I understand people taking political jabs, but there are certain lines that you don't cross. Even me. I will do some very raunchy things. And on Twitter, X, I do some super raunchy things. But there are certain lines even I don't cross. Coincidentally, Kaiser's recent remarks align with a moment of rising tension as the U.S. faces pressure during an ongoing Israel-Iran conflict. As a close ally of Israel, U.S. now draws increasing attention from geopolitical analysts on whether it will take direct action. This is what Kaiser wrote. This is how disgusting this maxism is, okay? If U.S. politicians focused 100% on the image on the left, Bitcoin only, instead of playing games with shitcoins, we no longer see any more images on the right. Grifting shitcoins means trading quick bucks for lives. Basically, he says Bitcoins is proof of work, shitcoins is proof of war. Basically, shitcoins is death. That's disgusting. That is absolutely freaking gross. Kaiser, if you don't like it, get the fuck out of the United States. Plain and simple. That is absolutely disgusting to post stuff like this. This is why maxism for anything. I don't care if your maxism regarding Bitcoin, if your maxism regarding anything is disgusting. Radicalism, disgusting. This stuff has to go. Okay. I'm bringing this up because remember, on a while ago, March 2nd specifically, Trump said, look, I want to make Xrp, Sol, and ADA crypto strategic reserves. It makes you wonder if some of these BTC Maxis out there got into Trump's ear and got into the ear of his advisors out there and have been steering him away from the alts because we haven't heard anything in regards to a strategic reserve. Yeah, makes you wonder, doesn't it? But this is gross. Okay, Ohio's House of Representatives passes a crypto bill to allow $200 tax-free threshold for crypto transactions. Essentially what they're doing, now this is on the state level, not on the federal level, okay? So this only affects people in Ohio, and it hasn't even passed. This only has passed one of their houses, the House of Representatives. Essentially what they want to do is they want to make crypto like cash for transactions up to $200. That's pretty cool. So if you spend crypto up to $200, you don't pay any capital gains tax on it. It's cool. It's only passed their House of Representatives, so it has to pass their Senate and pass the governor getting approval. Just thought I would share that with you, states' rights versus federal rights. Awesome. Okay. NASDAQ-listed healthcare firm opens up a BTC treasury with a $20 million BTC buy. The NASDAQ-listed genomics and digital health company disclosed Wednesday that they acquired 187 BTC for an average price of $106,000. Hold on. You are in the red. Sorry about that. Way to buy the tip and not the dip. The purchase represents the beginning of what Prenetics calls a comprehensive Bitcoin strategy. And again, this goes to my point in the beginning. How you've got these maxis out here pushing that narrative of it's BTC or bust. That's it. You get BTC or that's it. Don't pick any of the altcoins. And the reason you're getting this narrative so strong is because guess what? We don't have regs for the rest of the crypto market. And the reason BTC gets the golden pass is because it's looked as like a commodity, just like gold and just like silver. See, you can buy gold, you can buy silver, and you don't get in trouble. Same thing with these corporations. So they can add it to their strategic reserves, and that's what they're doing. So, another company, albeit a small one though, getting into BTC strategic reserves. Musk X to debut trading and payment system, but where is Dogecoin? What about Xrp Xlm? Elon Musk is pushing X closer to becoming an everything app, with X CEO Linda Yaccarino announcing Tuesday that the platform will soon support in-app investing and trading. Oh, okay. Yaccarino has said users will be able to buy and trade on social media platform, according to a report by the Financial Times. She also said the company is exploring an X-branded debit card. Oh, but she made no mention of crypto. And right now, it is only traditional finance. Yeah, so the rails powering it are traditional finance platform rails. You'll be able to come to X and be able to transact your whole financial life on the platform. And that's whether I can pay you or pay for pizza that we shared last night or make an investment or trade. So that's the future. Oh, that kind of sucks. Because everyone's been thinking Doge, XLM for payments, XRP for payments. Speaking of XLM, are you in the buy zone right now at 25 cents? You look at the monthly chart, ain't looking so hot right now. But does that get you into the buy zone? Zoom out for XLM for the year and you're like, okay, I get it. We're still up from the November lows, but at the same time, these highs are getting lower. Volume, 126 million. It's better than what we saw back here where we averaged 40 to 50 million. But it's the hype and the hopium is starting to really wear out. And a lot of the people out there were like, but bro, XLM, X payments. No, right now it's just traditional finance rails that are powering X payments. There is no crypto in X payments right now. Now, granted, it's still in beta, which means you could have that in the future. But right now, this beta has no crypto involvement whatsoever. So, XLM fans, have you been snubbed or is it to be determined? Going into the candlesticks with XLM, they're not going to tell you a better story. In fact, what are they going to tell you? Yeah, that doesn't look so healthy. Go to the 1 day, zoom in right here, and you're like, okay, you're still doing better than you saw of the April 7th lows, which is a good thing. XLM has had a bit more floor support than we've seen for other cryptos out there. I can totally agree with that, but the problem is the peaks are definitely coming down. I mean, seeing XLM 34, 35, 40 cents, you're way, way, way far from that. So the hype from XLM is totally starting to just wander away. You can see that with this. Look at the volume on the bottom of the screen. It is starting to become way, way, way less. In fact, the big rush, the big pump and all that is definitely starting to go away. Remember in the beginning when Trump mentioned his whole strategic reserve thing? Even that had a nice juicy pump for other altcoins out there, which we haven't seen that volume since. So, players out there, are you still buyers for XLM, or is XLM just too much of a laggard for you? Moving on over to XRP, the story is similar except the support is much greater. XRP maintaining that support. In fact, if you look at the 1-year chart, and let's do that. Look at the 1-year chart for XLM. You can see a bit much more of a decline. XRP, a bit more of a stabilization right there, okay? XRP, the volume has also held on quite a bit stronger. You go to the 1-day volume, you can see right here, we've had some bigger peaks in April, bigger peaks in May. We had that big peak in March when XRP was specifically mentioned, tagged $3 at that mark. We're nowhere near that now. But you can see there's been a few more news things here that's kept XRP relevant in the news. Nowhere near a laggard as much as XLM has been. So, does that mean more players are pushing that way? Well, yeah, obviously. But we've also seen it's not holding the volume marks that we saw in the November, December, January hype and hopium. And in fact, we're nowhere near the $3 mark. In fact, most recently we've had peaks in the 265 range that we saw in May. June, though, is starting to be kind of a blah month, everyone. That's not good. Now, is XRP getting down into the lower buy zone like we've seen with others? No, XRP is becoming very tightly range-bound here. Very much into the friend zone. So you're seeing different stories here. XLM buy zone, I think a lot of people would say, yeah, you're getting closer to that. XRP buy zone at 216, I don't know. I think a lot of players are still holding out for $2 XLM. Volume for XRP holding a bit stronger than XLM. Volume for XRP right now at 2.14 billion. That's not bad at all. XLM, like I told you, is kind of going back a little bit further in the volume. Overall, the general sentiment in the crypto market is 48, so we're sitting in neutral. 24 out of 100, so we're still very strong BTC dominant. Volume across the board for crypto right now, under 100 billion, so this is kind of a slow week. Jerome Powell definitely peed in the Cheerios and peed in the campfire with what he said yesterday at the FOMC meeting. So thank you everyone for watching that on the live. But right now the big story is what? You got gross maxis out there saying some really nasty stuff. You've got those players maybe getting in the ear of the president and his advisor saying, yo, BTC is the way to go. You got, what everyone? More companies getting into BTC for strategic reserves. Why? Because BTC has the golden pass, right? Because it's really looked at as a commodity, just like gold and silver. Musk is rolling out X payments with no mention of crypto or usage of crypto in beta, which means Doge, which is his favorite, XLM and XRP, which has been some of the rumors have been ignored. XLM's volume is a little lagging. XRP is holding stronger. But the rest of the crypto market is what, everyone? In the friend zone. And I can remember all those videos on YouTube and all those posts on Twitter. I still like calling it Twitter. Oh, Musk is going to use Doge. Musk is going to use XLM. Look, the X logo looks like XRP, XLM, like all that kind of crap. Yeah. And what happens? Traditional finance rails. Now, don't get me wrong. We could still see crypto rails put on there or some sort of integration in crypto. But right now, no, it's traditional finance right now for that stuff. So that's kind of a big letdown for us because especially in beta, that's when you're going to test the stuff, right? That's when you can test the risky stuff in beta because that's the point. You're in beta. Now, Kaiser, linking Bitcoin to miners and then altcoins to war and bodies is a very disgusting thing. I mean, that is absolutely disgusting, and I think that crosses a line. I really do. Like I said, I throw a lot of raunchy jokes out there. I do. I say a lot of naughty things. I say a lot of naughty things. I say a lot of naughty things in these videos. That's why I have a warning in the beginning. But I don't cross that line. You don't show pictures of flags on coffins and link them to altcoins. That's absolutely disgusting. My brother served. I got a picture of him somewhere around here. Actually, where is it? Got a picture of him right here when he first joined in the United States Army. See that? I got a picture of my brother right there. So, yeah, to see stuff like that just actually grosses me out. That's just absolutely disgusting. And it does. It makes me wonder if Trump made the announcement with XRP ADA Sol and all of a sudden the Maxis got in his ear and they're like, bro, DJT, man. You got to get out of that. And then all of a sudden, what do we see, right? A bunch more companies getting into BTC strategic reserves. You're having problems with the Clarity Act in the House. It's really going slow. And yeah, it makes you wonder, right? What else makes you wonder? What's going to get us out of the friend zone price-wise? Jerome's not cutting rates anytime soon. These regs are slow AF. I mean, what is it going to take to get us there? Because, look, everything we've been looking for to get us there has just been a nothing burger so far. You get a Middle East flare-up, which what, everyone? tanks the prices down. Trump and Musk have a little spat between the two of them, tanks the prices down. Well, what's the catalyst to pop us up? I mean, if we gotta wait till fourth quarter for regs, cool. We gotta wait for fourth quarter for, for rate cuts, cool. But then what? You see what I'm saying? It's getting a little frustrating, right? But I want to hear from you. What do you think about Max Keiser crossing the line? What do you think about the strategic reserve stuff? And what do you think about X payments not including crypto rails? Kind of messed up. Musk is a big crypto fan. Choo choo watch. Choo choo biz nachos.